Hello and welcome to my planet. I thought I would show it off just for fun. It's probably a big mess to some of you who played this game for a while, but yeah, this is what it looks like now. This is actually where I started. It doesn't bear that much resemblance to how it looked like when I started. I had torn down a bunch of things, but it kind of still has a sort of a big mess here. Like, this is not very streamlined or anything. This is sort of ad hoc built. You can see this is where I started my research early on, and actually my research sensors were here in the beginning, and then they kind of moved that way down there. But anyway, let's go have a look at the other side here. This is where all my hydrogen comes from. I have this hub up here where all the oil comes in. This is where I burn off excess hydrogen. This is where I used to produce these organic crystals, but now I am importing them from another star system, so that works well. These are because I accidentally put the wrong filter on something, so it got hydrogen everywhere, which was a big mess. Anyway, this is my oil refineries, and this is where I burn off excess oil, part of it. As I've advised, at one point I was lacking power, so I built all these solar panels around the planet. Right now I feel it's a bit wasted, but I suppose it works alright. You can see my hydrogen is coming in here. I have an ice giant where I'm importing hydrogen from, but it's not very fast. So I'm actually lacking hydrogen at the moment. It's one of the sort of the lack. What do you call it? There's a word for it. I don't remember it right now. There's a lack of my production anyway. Anyway, this is my sort of main production hub. This is where most of my basic resources come from. You can see I have rings. These guys are very busy. Everything is being produced right now since I'm researching the white, and I have a lot of that going on. So all these are active. And producing a bit of steel here for. It's actually coming somewhere else too. This is just for sort of daily use. Then I'm producing chips over here, and this is also a very busy area. Lots of resources coming in here. Actually, the silicon here, or not the silicon, yeah, the silicon here is coming from over here, and I also started importing it. I have a big production on another planet, so it's coming in here because this was not enough, and I got tired of wasting space on sort of this main planet for these things, like production things of basic items. This is my graphite production. I'm importing this thing from another planet, this graphene, I guess. No, not graphene, sorry. I'm importing fire ice, and it's producing a ton of graphene. So I actually need to burn some of it off to not have too much of it. So you see I have these rather silly power plants here. I'm importing some resources from another planet. And on we go. And I have more oil production here. More hydrogen. It's mostly what I want from it, so it's being produced here, and this is part of where I burn off excess fuel too. It's actually all connected, so all the fuel, all the refined oil is coming in from the other side, and it's coming in on this. Let's see, where did it go? It's easy to lose track of things here, but it's coming in somewhere here. Yeah, here is the excess fuel coming in. Nope, not there. Here maybe. Nope. Yeah, it's coming in somewhere. Of course, it's coming in here at the end of the fuel line. So it's coming in. Maybe it doesn't matter. Here. It's joining the fuel lines. All the fuel, all the refined oil here is coming in together here and being burned off at these power plants down here. Then I'm producing a bunch of things. This is actually where it sort of got difficult, and where I posted this video about how green sort of broke my back, because I set up all this production line here, all this area here, just to produce the green and then it just got messy. I can see I actually need to add a bit more green because the white got kind of busy here. It's always a problem with the green. It requires so many resources to put in to maintain a good production of green. And then also these blue chips is actually what's getting to me, I think. This is the main bottleneck, was the word for I was using earlier. The main bottleneck is these blue chips, or it used to be anyway, and now I have more. Yeah, so actually this. Yeah, I need to build some research. Anyway, they also required for the the Dyson Sphere Program, so that was resource intensive. And then I have all this here, and finally I got my sun here running. I sort of turned them, this one I turned off and on according to the power load, so I don't waste resources on it. And I'm finally starting to ramp up my antimatter production. I actually only had one of these running for a long time, but they're coming in excess now. It's not that prettily set up, but I'm gonna redesign this and sort of extend the production this way. And finally here I think we have my ray receivers at the pole. They're actually active almost all the time. I think these are all on 100%, so it works well. I gave them gravitons, but it took a lot of resources, so I kind of stopped doing that for a little bit because it ate up gravitons from the green. So I only have this planet, and I managed to build, let's see, where's my sun? I managed to build this much Dyson Sphere, you can see it here. And this is sort of my progress so far, and it's, complete production, like completion of this Dyson Sphere looks really far away, but this is how I got so far. Well, that was a quick look at my planet. Feel free to come with any constructive input if you want. We can actually have a last look at the production here. This is where my lack of hydrogen is really showing, because I'm not producing enough of this deuterium. So I set up all this production to to make rocket parts, and then I'm actually lacking just hydrogen, so I need to go somewhere else and get more hydrogen. So that's my next goal. Yep, that's it. Thank you for now. I'll see you in the next video.